Well, for those of you who were not able to join us yesterday at St Mary's, or even at our APCM earlier in the week, you may not have seen or heard that June Bailey is stepping down, or has stepped down now, as our church warden. And she's been such a star with us. She was on PCC as secretary for about 6 years, I think, and has just done 4 years as our church warden. And yesterday we were able to do a short presentation to say thank you to her, but we're aware that not everyone was able to come to the service. So we thought we'd do a quick interview with her. And so I'm delighted that June, you're prepared to be interviewed by me again. But obviously, as I said, you've been a warden for the last 4 years. What have you really enjoyed about that role?
As I said yesterday, I have to say, Phil, it's 4.5 years.
Oh, sorry, 4.5 years. Sorry, I keep forgetting that.
You mustn't forget the half.
No, what a half year it's been as well.
Yes, it has. I've really loved being church warden and being able to serve in this way for St Mary's. St Mary's is very, very precious to me. I love the church, I love the building, and I really love all the church family. And it's just been a real pleasure to do this, and I will miss it terribly. I know I'll miss it, and I really feel this was the first day I felt really deflated today. And what I'm going to do with myself, I really don't know, but I probably will find things to do. And I've already been approached by one person to take something on in the church, so I am going to do that. But yes, it's just been a wonderful journey with Christ and with the fellowship of the church, and just being able to serve in that way.
As I said yesterday, June, quite a lot of what you do is or has been unseen, very much in the background. Quite often, we said the three of us, so myself, you, Andy, Lewis, worked very well because we're so very different. But what do you think your memory will be of your time as warden?
I think I've obviously being more committed with the 9 o'clock service from the 10:45. That's where our strengths were different, whereas Andy was more with the 10:45 and also with his leadership on worship and things. Mine was a different type of role, I felt. I was more behind the scenes, looking after the actual church building itself, along with the rectory and the wheelhouse, and just trying to make sure that everything ran smoothly and worked well, and that everything was in place, really. And that's where I think my strengths were more in about an organisational skill as regards if the church needed cleaning or anything needed doing or anything like that. And I felt that was more my strengths.
Yeah. And that you have a real attention to detail, and that's definitely not Andy Lewis's strength, but he has many strengths as well. I'll probably be in trouble now for saying that.
Yes, definitely will.
Yeah. So I've really valued your support, your quiet support at various times when things have been going well and when things have been hard. You've always been there for me. And as I said, I was a new incumbent when I first arrived, and to have you. And then obviously Phil Hill for only a very short period of time, but then Andy, both of you have been a tremendous support to me, offering encouragement, also feedback where I needed it and needed to hear something, and you've always delivered that with good grace, so I valued that. But I just thought, as we end, is there anything else that you would love to say?
Well, I would really like to say that in 2016, you came along as our rector. That was a great joy and a great blessing, I think, not only to me, but to the whole of the congregation. And you also have been a great support to me as well in things that I have done within the church. And Andy, I thank Andy as well for being alongside me as well. But regard you, Phil, you are a true blessing to our church, and I thank the Lord that he sent you to us.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that, because it's a funny job being an incumbent. Now you've got some gifts to go away. Apparently, I finally got your alcohol of choice right. We hope that those gifts reflect our love and appreciation of you.
Oh, they certainly do. And I certainly will enjoy one of them. One of the weekend, I'm going to have an overnight stay at the spa with a couple of friends. And I will really, when I'm doing that there, I will really think of everybody at St. Mary's when I'm having my spa treatments.
Good. Well, we've really valued you, June, but I'm glad to see that somebody already has roped you into something. But enjoy being able to turn up to church at 5 to 10, not worry about whether the heating is on, whether everything is all right. Enjoy being a parishioner again for a while. And I know that Caroline and Andy may well continue to call upon you for wisdom and a bit of guidance every now and then.
That will feel quite strange, just being an actual parishioner. It's supposed to be the church ward, but I'll get used to it.
You will. You will. Anyway, it's lovely to talk to you, June.
Yes, and you, Phil.
Much love.
Bye.
Bye-bye.